Without a doubt, they've made it easier to make calls from anywhere. But cell phones can also create challenges for Kentucky's 911 dispatchers. They often have to become detectives when they receive a call from a cell phone because sometimes they can't figure out where the call is coming from. That's a big problem when minutes matter. Miranda Combs joins us live now with a WKYT investigation. Miranda?
Sam, 144 million Americans have one of these, and most of us keep it with us all the time, so it makes sense that if we needed to call 911, we'd use this. But would a dispatcher be able to find us? Sometimes where we are and where the dispatcher thinks we are can be miles apart, and it can be like finding a needle in a haystack. Sometimes awareness comes out of tragedy. The death of a music icon highlighted a disconnect in connecting with first responders. This is the 911 transcript from the night Prince died. The caller says, "We have someone who is unconscious." The dispatcher responds, "Okay, do you have an address?" The caller says, "We're at Prince's house." Later, the dispatcher says, "Okay, does anyone know the address? Is there any mail around that you could look at?" The dispatcher goes on to say, "Okay, your cell phone's not going to tell me where you're at, so I need you to find me an address." Another person in the home eventually yelled the address. The time lost may not have changed the outcome that night, but it got us to thinking, what about here in rural central Kentucky?
Go ahead on Channel 3.
Can 911 dispatchers find our cell phone when we don't know where we are?
When a cell phone comes in, it comes in a wireless location.
So Madison County Dispatch agreed to play along with us.
911, where is your emergency?
Hey, this is Miranda Combs with WKYT. We're doing a test call. Can you tell me where I am right now? They gave us a list of trouble spots they've had in the past year where cell phones couldn't be traced to a location. Can you tell me my location? This is Miranda Combs with WKYT. I'm doing a test call.
Well, of course, ma'am. Hang on just a second. I'll get that for you.
The dispatcher first located the intersection about 100 feet away.
Yep, I've got you actually right in front of 212 connector, but right there in the area.
Right across the street. We tried to trick them next by heading down a long gravel road with little cell service.
I have you right now about in the area of the 600 block. I have it in front of 626 Maple Grove Road.
Perfect. That's where we are.
Awesome.
We made one more stop in front of Jerry Rose's Newbie Grocery. I'm guessing a lot of people that come into your store don't know exactly where they are.
A lot of them don't.
Turns out the woman on the other end of the 911 call didn't either.
Can I tell you where you are?
Yes, ma'am. Is this Madison County?
No, honey. This is Garrett County.
Oh.
We'd be old and white-headed time they found us.
The Garrett County dispatcher only had my phone number and the cell tower my phone hit. When you call Garrett County from here,
Right.
they can't tell you where you are.
Right.
Does that concern you?
Well, I really hadn't given it much thought, but since you brought it up, yeah.
Would you like for me to transfer you to Madison?
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang on.
I was checking to see where I was and I called Garrett. That would point to a problem then, I guess, right? If somebody doesn't know where they are.
That would definitely pose a problem.
People's in here all the time lost, so I know if they broke down or got hurt, they wouldn't know where they're at.
But Rose knows. He's been here for 19 years in Madison County, a good distance from Garrett.
Well, the way the crow flies, probably about 4 or 5 miles.
But yeah, you were pretty close to the inside of the county.
But Madison County dispatchers say since it's a rural area, cell signals can bounce off neighboring county cell towers, like what happened to us.
The boundaries of the county basically are here.
The other issue, pinpointing your location is a two-part process. When you call 911 from a cell phone, they first see the cell tower you hit, which may not be close to you. Then comes phase 2.
No, in the 413 are you code 12?
Which for us took at least a minute and a half for dispatchers to hone in on our location.
I think you get to the center quickly, but I think it does take precious minutes away if you're not aware of your surroundings or if you're unable to speak your surroundings. It takes a little bit of time just to get those calls for service started.
But while the phase 2 is trying to locate a person,
Is it north or south of the exit?
they say first responders are already heading your way
10-4, that's going to be 10-4. Is he not on the traffic stop?
and hoping to pinpoint your signal.
The units are there in that area. They're going to find you.
Because no matter the location,
911, where is your emergency?
time is everything.
Now, a lot of counties like Madison and here in Fayette County, they have Smart 911, which you can sign up for online and give your address and other pertinent information so that when you do call in on a cell phone, that information will pop up and be a good start for them. We're live in Lexington. Miranda Combs, WKYT.
Thank you, Miranda. Madison County 911 leaders say they also have a hard time when cell phones are used to call 911 in apartment complexes because they can find the building but not always the exact apartment.